Rest is essential. I think it's one of the things that I am trying to get better at, but in this season it's a little bit difficult because when you're scaling, you get pulled into certain different, you get kind of pulled in every direction, and it just kind of happens that way. But rest is essential, and a lot of times you've got to plan, but also you have to be intentional about your rest. And you have to say no. One of the things that someone told me a while back ago was, it's a dear friend, it's actually our pastor that married us, his father-in-law told me, he said, "You're a good man, Charles, but the one thing I foresee about you," and he's told me this like probably 15 years ago, almost close to 15, 14 years ago. He said, "The one thing I foresee about you, Charles, is that you're a good man, but you've got to learn to say no." And to this day, I am constantly learning how to say no, even in a leadership position, because I care about people so much, and I want to help them, and I want to do so much, but I'm only one person, and you can only do so much. Even Jesus had 12 disciples, and he poured into those 12 disciples, and those 12 disciples took over the world. And so, yeah, learning to say no and learning to rest is essential when it comes to leadership, when it comes to anything, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a physical therapist, whether you're a social worker, whether you're an aide, whether you're in healthcare administration. Rest is essential to help you recharge. So I think a lot of times for me, you know, I've had to reflect and say, what actually refills my cup? What actually fills me back up? And so for me, spending time with my wife, unhurried time, our date nights are amazing. I love my boys, hanging out with them. But there's one person that really gets me going and really encourages me. That is my brother. I only have one brother, and we've been through a lot in life, through ups and downs when we were kids, just a lot of struggles, and we've seen it all. And that for me, if I just am able to spend some time with my brother a little bit each week, it just, you know, it's just refreshing. It's just, you know, we just laugh, we just, you know, play. I mean, we have karaoke random times where we're just acting a fool. And that you got to figure out those things that refresh you. You know, spending time with the Lord is the number one thing. I can't do anything without His strength, His peace, getting my mind right. And then I've got a couple friends that are key in my life, that are mentors, that are encouraging me through this season of leadership, the good, the bad, the ugly, and they get my mind, they get back on track. And then I have I call him Mr. Don. He's my coach. He's like basically my cognitive behavior therapist. He helps me process things. You know, being in leadership, there's a lot of things that you go through, and you have to make a lot of decisions. And a lot of those times, those decisions can come with thoughts, and those thoughts can be negative thoughts. And if you listen to those negative thoughts, they will cycle you through negative emotions, and you can't do it by yourself. And so you have to have someone who's trained to help you through it, and to cope through it through the Word and through some strategies. And that he's been such a blessing to me. And but yeah, it takes a village. It takes a village to do all these things. It takes a village to get some rest and to make sure you take care of yourself. So being in healthcare, it's essential to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, because we are taking care of others. And if you don't have anything to pour out, you yourself, if you're not full, how can you pour out? So it's a battle, but you can do it. So pick one thing today, one thing that you can review of what we talked about just now, but let's think about one thing that you can do that can help refresh you today, and do it, because it's important. Maybe it's running, maybe it's walking, whatever it may be. Do it. Take care of yourself today, and until next time. See you guys. Peace. Almost forgot this.